Podtacular, episode 199, Halo News Review for the week of August the 1st, 2009.
I better not find that laying around somewhere.
Welcome to Podtacular, the unofficial Halo Universe podcast. You're about to hear what the Halo Nation had to say about this week's topic at Podtacular.com to help you dominate at Halo. So strap on your Spartan armor and grab a battle rifle, because it's time to finish the fight.
It's come down to just you and me. A battle will decide our destiny. My brothers are dead and my family is hurt. And I'm on the ground, no, I'm on the ground.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Podtacular, the unofficial Halo Universe podcast. I am your host, Duststorm.
I'm ChuckieJ sitting in.
I'm Painkiller 05.
And I'm AceofSpadesCard.
Yay. Welcome,
Yay!
welcome everybody to episode 199, Halo News Review. We're going to cover all the recent Halo news that came out 2 weeks ago. So we're not too far behind the time, so I still think it's within a good window of opportunity to talk about it. So our guests this week are PK or Painkiller 05. Welcome.
Hello.
Back.
Thank
How
you.
you been?
Pretty good.
Have you made any cool Windows mods recently?
I'm working on one right now, actually.
So you're not killing zombies, you're working on a Windows mod.
Not right now.
Cool. Well, you have to tell us about it when you finish.
When I'm
I
not
will.
making Windows mods, I'm killing zombies.
Saving the world.
One zombie at a time.
One desktop at a time.
Yeah. One desktop widget at a time.
Right.
And our other
Nice.
guest is a guest we had on last week from Cyberline. Welcome, Ace. Welcome back.
It is a great pleasure to be here again.
No, it's the accent. He makes his comeback from last week.
Actually, I was going to
Oh,
add
no.
these to everything's, but I decided not to.
It would be appreciated if you didn't add these to everything's. But
Now, your
Okay.
Cyberline friends were pretty funny last week, I think.
you think?
You think?
I'm not really sure. No, I'm it was a very good show. It was long.
That's what you get when you add me and Chicken Waffle and Jackfire Dragon, okay? We're shooting like 30-second like MHL shorts, and it takes 3 hours, okay?
Yeah. Well, I know it wasn't my segment. My segment was the shortest I've done so far. So
I know, except for the really ridiculously long song at the end.
true.
I was listening to it while I was mowing my lawn, and I was like, "Oh, sweet, it's ChuckieJ's part." And I listened to it, and I was like, "That was cool." So now where's the talking? Oh, we have a special song. That shouldn't be too long, right? And no, get done with the backyard, and it's still going.
You got it. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, he always ends off with the full song, but we didn't
Yeah,
actually have as
Oh,
many call-ins last time around, so
that's true. It was much lower than usual.
yeah. Hopefully we'll have a lot for the one that's coming up, episode 200.
oh, you will.
So people are calling in for that.
We've had a couple. We haven't had too many.
Okay.
Hopefully we will
I keep
get more.
procrastinating.
It will be announced on Twitter and on the homepage, probably promptly after this podcast. So
Yay!
Might I add? Do you remember Duststorm last week when we were like, "I don't think we could be trusted with a Twitter"?
yeah.
Guess what we went and got?
Oh no. Oh no.
Golf clap.
The best part was that I was gonna set one up, and so I asked Chicken, and I was like, I asked Chicken and Jack, what email should we use? You know, I was gonna give you the password, and they were like, no, let's not do it right now. Let's wait till we have more consistent episodes. And I was like, oh, okay. Very next day, Chicken goes, here's our Twitter information.
Oh.
I was like, what? He's like, well, I figured we should get one. And I was like, okay.
Wow.
So
So,
I'm guessing it's Cyberline Films.
Yeah, it's Cyberline Films.
I
don't think we've tweeted anything yet though, so
You have not.
it's killing us inside, really.
But you now have 4 followers.
Oh boy, up from our like 1.
Is it Cyberline Films 1?
Yeah, one word.
It's not coming up for me.
What? Twitter.com/Cyberline Films. I got there right away.
Or you could just go to our site. It's there too.
Yeah, no, no customization whatsoever. You have a 5th follower now, though. So, to everyone that's listening that wants to follow you, what is it again?
It's twitter.com/Cyberline Films, or you can just go to the myhellolife.com site and it'll redirect you there.
And
Cool.
Can I assume that when you post a new episode, it will be tweeted?
It'll be for that. Our game nights, we're going to start letting people know more in advance instead of like the Friday before. Our Saturday night game nights, and just anything that we think is relevant. We promise we won't have Jack's bowel movements on there.
You'll just save those for our show.
We'll have a secondary Twitter account for that because you can overload the tweets apparently.
Jack's toilet bowl will have a. Oh, it's like that one. There was something on Slashdot or something where someone basically made a thing that goes into the little flusher for your toilet, and every time you flush it, it posts on Twitter that you just went to the bathroom.
That's retarded.
I know. It was kind of awkward, but
I think having my refrigerator tweet to me when I'm almost out of milk is more useful.
direct message.
You have a new tweet from refrigerator.
That would be pretty funny.
Dude, that worries me now because people are going to do it like bank accounts are going to start having Twitters. You are low on funds.
You've just
People
declared
start following their
bankruptcy.
bank account.
I won't be signing up for that one.
No,
I mean, seriously, like,
big security.
not to completely bash it because I think it's a good idea, but now that Facebook is on Xbox Live, I mean, where do you stop? Where does it stop? Like, bank accounts are going to start going on Twitter. Walmart's going to start tweeting when they have sales.
Oh, no, I think banks will stay out of it just for security reasons.
Plus, they're too
I think
slow
they would
to
have
adopt anything.
But apparently
Yeah, but
billboards are going to tweet to you when you pass by.
Who?
That's
Billboards.
Oh.
That'd be cool.
Ow. What? Ow.
mobile
Not sure.
tweets.
Yeah, they know your GPS is going by,
By the way,
That's-
did you see our Corona billboard?
You mean
It's
my Sharona
half-
billboard?
No.
Oh, sorry.
Anyway, moving on to the topic we're here to discuss.
Yes.
Recent Halo announcements that ChuckieJ so happily posted on Podtacular's homepage. Thank you, Chuckie, again.
You're quite welcome, sir.
Gunfire in the background again.
My bad.
No. You keep
where's
doing
the
what
one
you do
He
best.
had to take down that smoker, okay? Leave him alone.
Okay. Anyway, so Chuckie, since you were so kind enough to write down everything that happened, why don't you give us a little rundown on all the news that has come out?
All right. Well, I'm going to kind of just run down the post that I made on the front page. So hopefully most of you have seen this already. But the first thing was that I want to say Robot Entertainment, but that might not be right. Robot is the company that's handling Halo Wars now. And they posted Title Update 3, which changed a lot of balance issues, especially making Warthogs come out slower. They were a little less powerful against other vehicles, and Professor Anders doesn't get as much of a bonus as before. So the Warthog Rush doesn't work quite so well as before. And there were some other ones in there as well. Were you saying something about that, Ace?
No, I mean, I was thinking I used to play Halo Wars, and I'm kind of glad, like, even though I don't play it much anymore, I'm kind of glad that they do balance it because the Warthogs were kind of cheap.
Yep.
Like, you could queue up 25 of them, and also, I mean, not even just rushing with them, like, bases got a whole lot harder to attack because just when you thought that you'd completely wipe their entire base, they'd, like, open their storage bays and, like, 10 Warthogs would come out. But they'd come out instantly, too. There was no, like, delay to it, so you can actually take them off one by one. It was like, oh, my God, there's 10.
Well, actually, they changed something with respect to that, too. Stuff actually comes out faster. But the point of that is so you can make a bunch of cheap units like, say, Marines and have a chance for a last-second, defense. But part of that is because of rushes and things like that. They had to make defense a little more possible. The second thing was they released a map pack with 4 maps. Sadly, only one of them was 3 versus 3. But I don't know if many people are even playing 3 versus 3 anymore. It was hot at the beginning, and now I think it's died off.
Because people keep quitting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had that problem too.
Honestly, I haven't played a single match of Halo Wars multiplayer yet.
Oh, loser.
It's a lot of fun, especially if you have a team that you can, where you have a pattern that you've chosen, and if that falls apart, then you've got something to fall back on and stuff like that. So you played quite a bit of it, right, PK?
Oh yeah, I love it. The hardest thing though was just finding people to play with me.
Right. We'll have to get our Podtacular crew back together and go back into matchmaking for a week or something.
Oh sure.
You might even get me in there.
Yeah.
Just maybe.
Sorry, go ahead.
I said just maybe.
Just maybe. Just maybe right after they make all these important balance changes. So the map pack is 800 points.
Ouch.
Yeah. But that's better than the previous thing, which was paying 800 points for the new game types.
Yeah, that's a ripoff.
Yeah, and I did it too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I feel pretty dumb, especially since one of them didn't even, was basically non-functional. Who is it? Gosh, I don't remember which hero, but if you were like 3-on-3, all 3 heroes all 3 people would rush a Warthog to somebody's base and then mac them. Whoever it is that has the mac, the captain.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 3 max destroys 1 base. So, that's basically the end of the game right there once you get one of the opponent's teammates out. But they fixed that in the latest thing too. So, can we move on to the next one, guys?
Yeah.
Okay. The next one was 343 Industries, which has been talked about quite a bit in the past couple weeks. 343 Industries is the group inside Microsoft that handles the entire Halo property. So for those who don't know, Bungie does not own Halo. When Microsoft bought Bungie in 2000-ish,
yeah,
they got the rights to Halo. So inside Bungie, Frankie O'Connor, who used to be heavily involved at Bungie, is now the guy in charge of 343 Industries. And so he's in charge of making sure that the intellectual property known as Halo gets used properly, and that Microsoft makes money off of it. So I bet part of what we're going to debate is whether they're doing a good job of that with these recent announcements.
Yeah, I have something to say about that, but I'll get onto it
Oh boy, here we go. All right. Well, the first thing that 343 Industries has done is partnered with Echo, which is a fashion company, and they've made
Boy.
several limited edition Halo T-shirts that are $30 or more, and they're full T-shirt design, top to bottom.
Which is one of the reasons I will not buy them.
There's one that's a bunch of Spartan lasers going off. One is a sniper targeting somebody. There's a few others. So go have a look. I bet you'll feel the same way that Dusty does and not be interested, but who knows?
Why can't they just make like regular T-shirts?
Yeah, I know. I want the Bungie store back up. What happened to that?
Who was it that pointed us to the Halo Waypoint store? If you go to halo.xbox.com, there is a store there that sells, or it points to a store that has the official Halo shirts, and there's quite a few of them. So apparently that's the replacement for the Bungie store, since Bungie doesn't own Halo.
But what if I want to buy Bungie things?
Hopefully, whatever they announce next, we can talk about that too. That Bungie's working on a different intellectual property than Halo, and from what I read, I believe it's also new, so it's not one of their previous games.
Yeah. No Mr. Marathon.
Nope. So I imagine they won't open their store until they have something that's not Halo to sell. Next up is probably the two biggest announcements. Microsoft is working with several anime filmmakers to make an Animatrix-like series called Halo Legends.
Which I could care less about.
Oh! Did you watch the Animatrix?
No, but
Oh.
I love the Animatrix.
Granted, Microsoft did a good job with the trailer for Halo Legends,
Yes.
but
Yes, they did.
But Halo and anime, the way they presented it just doesn't mix.
Mm.
Now, the thing that Red vs. Blue did with their stuff was actually pretty good, because it accurately reflect the characters and the comic attitude they present, and stayed true, in my opinion, to the
anime isn't typically funny. It's typically pretty serious.
No, I know, but they said they got like some of the 7 of the top anime producing companies.
Yeah.
And I have to say, I was not really impressed with what I saw. So maybe that's just me, but I'm honestly not too thrilled about Halo Legends. Especially since they're doing like 7 different movies from 7 different anime artists.
Right.
If they did a series from maybe a couple artists, or like looked at the artists and then chose which ones they wanted and then made a series off of that, maybe I'd be more into it. But having 7 different movies from 7 different producers just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, they're about 7 different areas of the Halo universe.
So
if you want,
I think Microsoft is just taking Halo and doing whatever they want with it, and it's turning it into a mosh pit.
Pretty much. I mean, it's a cash cow, and they're just gonna beat it till it's dead.
Honestly, I think Halo should have stayed with Bungie.
Okay, so let me ask you guys. I guess we're going to go ahead and get into this. What is the definition of a cash cow? And is that a bad thing?
It's a good thing. It's a big thing that's just worth a lot of money.
Okay.
Like Mario is Nintendo's cash cow.
Right. See, my feeling on this is if these things come out and they're just not good, but a million people buy them or what, however many, then that's a poor reflection on Halo that's going to tear the whole thing down. But I think if they're good, then there's nothing wrong with making some money,
Right.
But give me a good product and I'll buy it.
The thing with anime though is it's kind of tricky because it has to look good, it has to feel good, and the storyline has to be good along with it. If you don't have all, now, granted, I watch very few animes, but I mean I'm a big fan of Bleach, and after watching that, they have a good set storyline, and they've slowly improved their graphics on there, and just some of the ones that I saw from the trailer look really, really cartoony.
Well, let me run down the list here. It's not very detailed because I don't want to give away the story, but this is what Frankie said are the 7 episodes. One is made by 4C. I guess that's a company, and it's a history piece in 2 parts. So there'll actually be 2 episodes that make up one piece.
Mm-hmm.
Bones is making a prototype piece, and I believe that's the one that looked like it was a different kind of Spartan armor, like some kind of beefier Spartan armor. I'm not sure. Casio/Aramaki is making Spartan/space battle stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm assuming
vague.
that's the 3D animated one that we saw.
That one looked the best out of all of them to me. That one actually caught my attention. Most of the rest of the ones were just like, meh, this is gonna suck.
Yeah.
The 4th one is TOEI, Toei Shenanigans. So the deal with this is 6 of the 7 are considered Halo canon, and since Microsoft owns Halo, they determine what is part of canon and what isn't. This 4th one is basically a comical thing that is not part of the Halo canon, and that's why you got a Spartan with the 1337 across the chest, elite Spartan. So it's more of a joke episode. The 5th one is IG's Duel, which says it's elites around the time of the Prophet Alliance. So that's going to go back and look at Covenant history. Number 6 is also by IG and is an exploration of the Spartan recruitment tragedy. And I believe that's the one that you saw that had the little girl with the doll. And I believe she's a Spartan recruit, about to get kidnapped.
Reminds me of the books.
Yeah, it's going to be based off of the recruitment of the Spartans as kids, and the replacement by the clones and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Another one by 4C is number 7. It's an ODST/Spartan rivalry piece. So I didn't know they had a rivalry, but apparently they do.
Oh yeah, that was like the I think first book or something.
Was it?
They start a fight with Master Chief,
Oh, I do remember that.
and he
Yeah,
kicks
they were
like-
in the training facility.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
There's a big room. They turned out the lights, let the Spartans go, and basically, yeah.
So now that you guys know what the 7 are, what do you think about those?
Yeah, I'm excited for all of them. The one that's supposed to be kind of a parody, I don't know how I really feel about that because Halo's a pretty serious thing. And if they just kind of throw a parody around it, just kind of seems like a slap in the face.
I wonder if they're trying to pull like an RVB stunt.
Yeah, that could be.
but what do you mean? Like, do you mean that they're going to try and make a spin-off that's,
I mean, if it's supposed to be comical, I mean, I don't know how well Bungie's going to be or do with the comical part. with Halo, but I mean, Rooster Teeth has done it for a long time. They know their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like leave it to the experts kind of thing. But
But so many other people are trying to make machinimas and stuff, and like say Cyberline Films.
yeah, but they're not doing it on a comedy level as Rooster Teeth has, or at least not yet. But yeah, to answer your question, the one I'm looking forward to, and pretty much the only one I'm looking forward to, was the Space Battle 3D animated one.
Yeah, in the trailer they show the Spartan and the Elite going at each other with swords, with the plasma swords.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, a real sword fight. And apparently there's
That
other
one actually looked cool.
That's like in Halo Wars, sort of.
Yeah. Apparently that's not all of the battle.
Finish him!
Like maybe they're doing a gun battle before that and they end up resorting to swords or something like that. It
Maybe.
sounds like it's not just a sword fight thing, so.
Maybe.
Yep.
Who knows? But yeah,
Okay.
so I'm pretty much only looking forward to the 3D space battle, but that's just me.
That should be pretty fantastic.
All right, well, let's keep going. Then I guess we can get into discussing the whole thing as a whole if you guys want.
Sure.
Microsoft is adding a Halo waypoint to Xbox Live, so it's
Now-
going to show up on our dashboard,
Now that I'm looking forward to.
and
What does that mean?
it will collect content ranging from podcasts, trailers, and screenshots to exclusive video footage that you won't find anywhere else.
Hopefully,
For
this
example-
Podcasts?
Hopefully, this
Yes.
podcast.
Right.
Yeah, that'd
see,
be cool.
Yeah, see, one of the questions I was going to ask you, Dusty, is have you been contacted by the Halo Waypoint people?
I have not.
Ah,
And I don't
Maybe
think
just
you
be
lose
Bungie
it.
podcast.
well, they're not even going to be doing Halo for much longer.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I guess they will for the next year or so, but it says podcast, so I'm assuming that means more than just the Bungie podcast.
I hope so. Be also if Podtacular could get some more public space.
Yeah.
Free
Especially since we're
advertising.
getting some of the old members back, which is
I mean-
kinda odd.
You
Really?
know?
Yeah, we've been getting a couple of the old members coming back. It's been pretty
Yep.
weird.
Pretty
It's like
weird.
flashbacks. Like, whoa, haven't seen you in a long time.
4 years ago, I was here.
I was here before that.
You were on the blog spot, I guess.
Not to toot my own whistle, yes I was.
Toot toot.
I heard about Podtacular around that time, but I didn't join until later.
Yep, same here.
I was around
I'm not-
episode 1 and 2.
Nice.
Came in around episode 55.
So what was the world like back then?
Very
During Killa
small.
05?
Very, very small.
Yeah.
Back when spell check was around.
Who else was like big those back then?
Jeverage, Salmonator, and Renegade were the big players.
Chevelle. Dr.
Chevelle came around later.
But that's-
Yeah, amazingly enough, Chevelle was actually later than that.
that's
Yeah.
interesting because he seemed quite involved.
He
No, he was, but not around not that far back.
Hmm.
He
And-
came around Podtacular TV, I think.
I know G. Lewis is like the
Oh yeah,
second or third member of the website, but
Third.
that's just the forums though.
yeah.
Well, yeah.
This is the third Podtacular website.
Is it? Oh, yeah, that would be.
The blogspot, podtaculartv.com, and now podtacular.com.
Well, then technically this is the fourth website.
Yeah,
So
and if you count the switch from Drupal to
That's true.
WordPress. Yep. All right. And then so the next things that came out were shortly after that.
the day
Lars-
after.
Yeah, Lars Bakken was over in Europe talking to some of the gaming press. I believe this was in Europe. Yeah, I think this was part of his travel PR trip. And I guess he was asked some questions, and I was kind of looking at it like, why are you saying this stuff? But I guess sometimes if you're asked a question, you just have to give the answer. So the first one was that Halo Reach will be Bungie's last Halo game. And I'm sure people remember that we thought ODST was going to be the last game. So we were all shocked to some degree when Reach was announced.
Yeah.
So apparently that is it. They're going to leave Halo behind.
No.
No, Bungie!
Well, you kind of have to think that it's about time since they've had
10 years.
For, yeah, about 10 years.
Yeah, very long time.
10 years since they first announced it at Macworld.
Yep.
And I was watching that live stream back when they actually live streamed Macworld. And I was like, yeah!
Dude, and it was going to be exclusively for the Mac, but things changed.
It was going to what they did back then was Mac first and PC later, because they were Mac guys, but they wanted to make the PC game to make the money. So,
and then
like
Microsoft
Marathon 2 came to PC. So I was looking forward to Halo, from way back in '99. So yeah, 10 years, and they're gonna hang up the Spartan armor apparently. The next piece was that Bungie is working on a new IP, but the publisher will likely not be Microsoft. Apparently that's still up for grabs, and I saw an article somewhere saying that whatever this IP is, it's so expensive that only a few developers could afford to buy it, or a few publishers. So
watch it be EA.
EA, Microsoft,
Activision,
Ubisoft, and somebody brought in, what about Sony?
What about Gearbox?
What about Sony?
Gearbox should probably take it up again.
Is Gearbox independent?
I think so.
Oh, I assumed they were Microsoft owned, but they're not.
Maybe they are. I don't know.
Oh, I have no idea. I just assumed, but so we don't know what's going to happen with that. We just know it's in development and it's uber top secret. Peter Jackson and Neil Blomkamp, if I'm saying that right, have stated that the Halo movie is dead, and Blomkamp said he probably wouldn't take part even if he was offered it again.
Aw.
Probably because he had his heart broken the first time. But are you guys looking forward to District 9?
I am. That looks fantastic. I can't wait. If Halo was shot like that, I would have been very happy with the way it was done.
Mm-hmm. Same here. Have you seen the trailer, Dusty?
I've seen it. I'm still not sure what to make of it.
Well,
I've been watching some TV shows on Hulu, and I've seen trailers for it. And
you need to watch one of the full trailers. Like the 2-minute trailers.
Yeah, I still.
The aliens look really good.
Yeah.
That they do, but I'm still a little unsure of what to think about it. So.
Well, it looks like it's going to be pretty violent, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I'm really curious how they're going to take this, because it sounds like some of the humans, want to befriend the aliens and, really do want to live alongside them, and then there's this other group that wants to take advantage of the aliens since they're here or something like that.
Evil. They're not very good aliens if us, a primitive race, can monopolize them so easily.
Well, in one of the trailers, there's a big ship, Independence Day style, but I'm assuming that
not a very good ship.
They must have come to Earth on, but without much of a choice. Maybe.
Yeah.
Like
I guess they crashed, or I remember once seeing the guy just like, "What are you doing here?" And the alien's like, "I want to go home."
Was
So
that the interrogation room?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm guessing they had some maintenance problems or something like that, so they're stranded.
Or somehow this was like the only planet they could come to, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I am very curious, let me tell you. So,
Don't let it get the best of you. That's all I have to say.
So yeah, Jackson, that is Jackson 2, right? I think Peter
I don't
Jackson's
know.
working on it too, but I'm not positive.
I think so.
Yeah.
Googling away.
Basically, they put a lot of the work that they put into getting ready for Halo, they put towards this instead. Of course, they can't use the real life Warthog.
It is Peter Jackson.
I mean, that would be uber cool if they used the Warthog in the movie.
Yeah, Microsoft would throw a fit.
Who cares?
They wouldn't allow it.
They can't find them
get
in
their
New Zealand.
money hungry hands in there. It's like, no, you will not do that.
Ah,
Jackson can send his orcs after Microsoft if they try to invade his
that's right.
base in New Zealand.
Just point the Eye of Sauron at them. Also, no DLC has been planned for ODST.
It's a bit early for that.
That was my thought. Like, why are you saying
no.
this now?
I thought they
Yeah.
said it wasn't any DLC as in Halo 3 maps. They said they weren't
No.
going to say no
No.
DLC for the firefight mode.
No DLC has been planned for ODST,
Huh.
which to me means everybody at Bungie is now working on either Reach or the new IP. Nobody's working on ODST at all.
So I thought I heard or saw something somewhere that was just specifically like Halo 3 maps, not necessarily
That would be nice,
firefight.
because unless it comes with a bunch of firefight maps, I might be, pretty disappointed with my purchase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed with my pre-order.
Yeah.
Yeah, I pre-ordered 2 months ago.
Apparently, that along with Lars and probably along with all the Bungie guys as they went out on these PR trips, was a Microsoft person as well. And the Microsoft person said, anything's possible. Which,
Oh, and then one of them came back and said that the movie was delayed, not canceled.
right.
Which I thought was like, you're stupid.
Yeah.
It's like,
Pretty
it's already
much
been announced that it's dead, and you're coming back after the fact and saying it's delayed. No one's going to believe you.
Indefinite delay.
It's like,
Right.
why even go the extra mile and make yourself look more like idiots?
But they could get one of their remaining, they've killed most of them off, but one of their remaining in-house studios, like Robot, to make some ODST, firefight maps.
Yeah.
That kind of freaked me out a little bit.
Now, are they still making the Gears and Bioshock movies?
Good question.
I haven't heard much about those.
'Cause I would expect, like, a film company would expect to make more money on a Halo movie than either of those. The fact that Universal kind of
But
jumped out
I
of
thought the
it
whole thing,
surprised me.
I thought the whole thing with the Halo movie was that it was so expensive that no one wanted to take it up.
Yeah, that's what I
Well,
heard. I think you'd make tons of profit no matter how expensive it'll
Oh
be.
yeah. I mean, it's
Well,
all the Halo fans, and if you make, it has to be good first of all, or else you're not going to attract any fans whatsoever.
I don't think it'll have to be good. I mean, Doom made tons of money. I thought that was an awful movie.
This is true.
well, I believe Peter Jackson said that the two studios had signed on. It was going to take two studios to, pay for it. I think it was Universal and somebody else. But somehow there was wrangling going on between those two, and that's what killed it off.
Yeah.
He said it was more of a political thing between the two studios.
Okay.
What that means, I don't know.
Huh. It's just
Okay,
unfortunate
so that's pretty much the end of the list. So, Dusty, which one should we talk about?
I don't know. I've voiced my opinion on quite a few of them. If you want to voice your opinion on some.
Well, we did. Well, let's go back into Halo Waypoint if you don't mind.
Sure.
I'm curious about a lot of things, like what's it going to look like? How easy is it going to be to access it, or how hard? Because some of these things that are popping up on the dashboard now are a little tough to find in their simplified interface, you know?
Right.
1 versus 100 is right up there, but when you go to click on it, you have to wait for 10 or 20 seconds for it to download the status of the current game or whatever before you can do anything. So I'm more curious about what it's going to look like than anything.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, they did say it was most likely going to be free for gold members.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a plus.
And they did say that some of the Halo Legends series will show up there first. What that means, whether it means full episodes that we can just watch streaming or what, I don't know.
Right. I would imagine it would be like a separate primetime channel thing, like 1 versus 100 is.
Okay.
I would imagine it would probably be something like that. And since your gamertag is connected to your Bungie.net account, most likely, I would think they'd be able to pull the stats straight from your gamertag.
Oh, that's right, the stats too. And I assume that they're going to pull Halo War stats too.
Probably. But that's my guess.
Yeah.
And so if you have 1,000 sticky medals, then you get a free Avatar award. Have you guys looked at the Avatar clothes yet?
I have. I am in the new update beta.
Me too.
So yeah, the Halo section is not very big, and they don't really have anything I'd consider buying.
Yeah, it's smaller than I hoped.
They had like a plasma sword or something like that, an RPG for your avatar. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I didn't
Apparently they're not allowing weapons.
Oh, that's lame.
Well,
well, it kind of makes sense if you think about it.
What do you mean no weapons? My character has a giant Q stick. Or yeah.
I think the whole family privacy thing, whatever. Probably have to do something with that.
Mommy, Bobby's avatar killed me with his battle rifle.
My avatar is giant.
Parents will be happy about that one.
Mommy, my avatar got set on fire.
That would be cool. You have to admit, that'd be pretty cool if your avatar was on fire.
Well, if people are starting to associate these online entities with themselves, especially an avatar looks kind of like you. So, it could be looked at, instead of Johnny shot my avatar, it's Johnny shot me virtually. And, I'm offended by that or something. So I think that's what they're trying to avoid.
All the angry parents calling in.
Well, I bought the Stuck shirt, which has the Spartan helmet with the Stuck grenade on it.
But that's a little bit different.
Yeah, it was 80 points. I think it was worth it. $1 to have a shirt to wear, to show off my Halo fandom. I don't think that's a bad deal. But the little warthog that is remote controlled, and I don't know if you can actually drive it.
I don't think
or
you
if
can.
It's just see, that sucks.
Yeah, it's like, what's the point?
And it's not like you could show that off at 1 versus 100. I think it only works in on your friends page.
Yeah, it does for now.
Right. Who knows what they're going to do with it later?
Halo Reach, now use your avatar with props.
Yeah, that would. I don't think so. That would be bad.
But somebody was showing a screenshot of an avatar award of an ODST outfit.
Like with helmet and everything?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool.
And that seemed like something you would get like when you finish the game or beat the game.
That would be pretty sweet. Or getting all the achievements or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see.
That
but
means
apparently,
I won't get it.
Dusty, you are the host of Podtacular. You are commanded to get all of the achievements.
So
You'll
what?
be
Tell that to
usurped if
Fumo.
you don't.
Tell that to Fumo. I'm doing better than him right now.
I know. I think you finally got him up to officer status, didn't you?
No, I got him all the campaign stuff.
Mm.
I bumped him over 10,000 points. Or gamer score.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yay, Fumo! Oh my gosh. Fumo plays on easy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who made fun of him for that? Was that Sarcastic Gamer?
Yeah. Because
That-
somebody from there was looking at their friends list and saw, oh, Fumo Jive is playing Halo on easy. Whoops.
Yeah. Didn't see that one.
Yeah. I think he was getting ready for a show and just wanted to run through one of the levels quickly. And yeah, not a good way to do it.
Could have been.
Besi-
have at least done it on normal.
Yeah. Well, also on easy, the enemies spawn differently. So, like when you go to talk about the episode, it won't sound the same.
Hmm.
You know?
I wouldn't know that because I don't play on easy.
I don't either. I'm just saying that because
Someone told me.
Yeah. A little bird told me.
A little tweet
Fumo told me.
Yeah.
tweet. Anyway.
So what did you guys think of the Echo shirts? Because we didn't really go into that.
I hate them.
I don't like full body shirts.
Now,
Echo
is
ghetto.
there a reason for that you don't like them? Or?
Yeah, because when I wear them, they just feel really awkward
Hmm.
and they stick funny. Depending
They
on
do what?
well, no, because like usually full shirts like the logos are, like stamped on. They're not like the part of the cotton part of the shirt.
Right.
So it's like I have a big plastic thing sticking to my chest,
Hmm.
and
These look pretty
it's
shiny.
when
Like
I
they're probably foil or something.
Yeah, so like when I sweat, it's like I have this big thing sticking to my chest, and it's very uncomfortable.
Aha.
And
I see.
and then when you're out in the sun, it just gets hotter and hotter and hotter, and it feels like I have an iron on my chest. So that's one of the reasons. I'm more or less one with a smaller image on the front and then a bigger image on the back. Or
Gotcha.
yeah, if a shirt has a big image, I'm only gonna get it if it's on the back. So, because I can deal with that, but the things that are like on the front, it's just it doesn't work for me.
Well, my Avatar shirt has a small Halo 3 on the back. So,
Yeah, but that's your avatar.
yeah. I'm just saying.
Fair enough. But yeah, I'm not gonna be buying one of those shirts. That's for sure.
So what about the Bungie news?
I think for Halo Reach being their last game, it's understandable. They've done a lot with Halo, and think it's about time to go on to something else. And I think Bungie is making the smart move, and Microsoft is making the dumb move.
Ooh.
Whole thing. To be perfectly honest, I think.
Well, maybe we won't be in the Halo waypoint then.
Hey, I can voice my own opinion.
There goes the podcast.
Dun dun dun.
I mean, if you have something else to say, say it.
No. I'm kidding with you. We've always let our opinions be known, and now's not a time to stop.
I mean, the Halo Waypoint is good. The anime, I think, is just a waste of time. And maybe the hardcore Halo fans will go out and see them. But as for me, if they're not free and I have to pay to watch them, I'm not going to pay to watch them.
Mm.
And the shirts, I'm just going to pass up. I mean, I'll buy one of the old Halo 3 shirts. Like one of the simple ones, but the shirts that Echo are making, I'm not even going there. So that's my opinion.
PK, any other thoughts about that?
For the shirts, I really don't care for them. I think they're all ugly. I mean, they just don't look good in my opinion. Really all I have
they
to
could
say.
have been made a lot better.
Oh yeah, I mean,
They
it
could-
seems like they just kind of threw them together.
could have, like, I mean, take some of the screenshots that have been on Bungie favorites, crop out the backgrounds, and just have the two Spartans there. Like, maybe just a sword clash. That
Yeah.
would be a nice shirt.
So one of the ones that's
something-
on the Halo.xbox.com is just a red Spartan with a gun on the front and a blue Spartan with a gun on the back.
Yeah, something like that. Something simple, something very easy to recognize. None of this out of the wayward crap looks. What it looks like.
So for those of you that aren't on Twitter, Crunk posted a great message that said it looks like Bungie's art department threw up on them.
Yeah.
And
That would be an accurate assessment, I think.
one of Bungie's newer employees named Andrew tweeted him back and said Bungie's art department did not make those because he was offended.
Right, the throw up did.
Right. No, I'm trying to be really careful with stuff that claims to be Bungie or claims to be any particular famous person or organization on Twitter, but he actually posted pictures of the Bungie Day party that they had on Bungie Day before they made the update to the website. So he's legit, and that was pretty funny just to see the back and forth.
Yeah. Actually, if you go to the Echo store right now, all the Halo shirts are out of stock.
Oh wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, they are very limited edition, supposedly. So.
Well,
But
it's one limited edition item I don't care for.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And Bungie's going to be on Twitter, according to their last weekly update, but they
That'd be
haven't
cool.
they haven't made that move yet. So
They
if
already
you're
have a
following-
Twitter.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. Who am I following then?
You're not following them, and neither am I.
Like twitter.com/Bungie Studios.
No,
It's
that might be for their
it's-
podcast. That's not.
No, it's neither.
No,
It's
they show
it's
news.
I know it's an account that's
Probably a fan
it's just feeding the RSS feeds from Bungie and from HBO.
That's what it looked like.
Right, but if you read the weekly update, it says none of the accounts
Oh.
out there are legit.
This is unofficial Bungie Studios Twitter feed. I just noticed.
Right, and I'm not sure it always said that.
Oh,
That
it's
may be a
Mintz.
recent change.
Do you guys remember Mintz? Mintz? Do you remember him?
Yeah.
I think he created this because he's the only
Really?
one Bungie Studios is following.
That's a good theory then.
That would make sense. I don't know. Another thing about the shirts is they're too complex. They're way too complex just for shirts, and they like the whole upside down filling all the way around the spectrum thing for most of them just kind of seems really out of whack.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm looking at a picture of all 6 right now, and they just look, yeah, bad.
Like Bungie's art department threw up on them.
Switch Bungie with Microsoft.
They were not made by Bungie's art department. Blah, blah, blah.
Because those, I hate to say it, are horrible. And I would not even consider buying one.
You know, if this is Mints, I have to say thank you if you're listening, because I've learned about a lot of stuff just from following, basically RSS reposts.
Right.
Anyways, so let's go ahead and move on to submissions that we got. We got a few this week. I guess just last minute, but we're gearing up for episode 200, so everyone's probably preparing for that. So let's go ahead and start off with Greg. He says it's the Pokemon Master here to talk about some of the big things that are going on. Halo Legends and Halo Waypoint. They're the only ones that I know about because I spend too much online in Halo 3. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but Halo Legends, I think, is bad for Halo. I was a Pokemon fan, if you couldn't tell before, and I think that anime for an FPS is a bad thing. And I'm glad someone agrees. It just doesn't seem right. I strongly disagger with FPS anime because it usually ends up being bad. Moving on to Waypoint.
Usually.
What other ones are there?
I don't know. I haven't.
That Call of Duty anime was just horrible.
The only thing I could think that was relatively close is Dragon Ball Z.
That's not an FPS.
Yeah, but that's the only thing relatively close I can think of.
Yeah.
Ghost in the Shell.
Haven't heard of that one.
That is guns.
Anyway, moving on to Waypoint, it seems like it took way too long to be created. Waypoint will be one of my favorite parts about the 360. Halo 3 is one of the few things that at least beats it. I just hope that the whole overdose of Halo things in the news won't make me like it less. Maybe the anime and the Waypoint will actually make me like it more. Well, I'm going to drop out now because I feel that this is super long and I don't want to type much more because it's almost 1 a.m. for me. I don't like Indiana. Sorry. I'm going to leave with a simple keep on fragging trucks. Or coughed.
Nice.
Coughed.
Coughing.
Cough, cough.
It wasn't too long.
Well,
It was actually pretty nice. But yeah, I agree with mostly everything you said.
I don't.
Me.
I like Halo Legends. It looks cool.
I have high hopes for it. So until it comes out and it's horrible, I'm gonna keep hope alive.
Your hope will be shattered.
Oh no! Don't say that.
I'm saying it to prepare you. Your hope was.
There's not enough hope in the world. We need more hope. We need to know that Master Chief will come and save us.
He's in another galaxy at this point. I don't think he's going to be here to save us for a while.
Don't say
Well, he
that.
already saved us. Halo's in the future, remember?
That's not how I interpreted the end of Halo 3. Just because he's in a cryopod doesn't mean that's the end.
Heading towards an unknown planet.
Oh, spoiler alert. I'm sorry.
I think that's not spoiler alert at this point in time. It's been almost 2 years for Halo 3. So, yeah. That's past spoiler. Anyway, who wants to take Funny Boys? Or Funny Boys?
I'll try Funny Boy, but just from glancing at it, I can tell it's going to be rough on the vocal cords.
Good luck.
Power to you, Chump.
I gotta get ready here. Hey guys, it's Funny Boy, tugging in on Fail Butte. Well,
Boot.
enough goofing around. I honestly think that if 343 has their way with Master Chief, whoops, that's sexual.
Aw.
They're going to totally destroy Halo, and everything Bungie has worked
Bungie?
hard for. Bungie, yeah, has worked hard for. The way I see it, 343 Productions thinks that because they own Master Chief, if they don't give the name to Bungie, they can make a random game involving Master Chief and all the little Halo nerds and Duststorm. Apparently you're not a Halo nerd. We'll go out and buy it right away.
And no, I would not go out and buy it right away. Thank you, as you've heard in my discussions. And I consider myself a hardcore Halo fan.
Okay, so let's see what you guys have to say about this next sentence. Then, even if it's a game similar to Peggle, they'll get a huge profit.
I think if people were, heavy emphasis on were, smart, and don't go all fanboyish, that hopefully Microsoft wouldn't make much of a profit and they would learn their lesson to actually keep Halo as it's supposed to be.
Right. Well,
I mean, I mostly agree with his first sentence. Not necessarily that Microsoft's going to destroy Halo, but it's going to damage Halo a lot with how they're going right now. I mean, the only good thing I've really seen come out of the recent announcements is Halo Waypoint. That's it. The shirts, in my opinion, suck. The animes are going to be crap, in my opinion. And then canceling the Halo movie,
I think your opinion of the animes is getting worse and worse as we go.
The canceling.
Like, I don't think it's going to be very good, and then it's going to be crap.
At least it's going consistently downhill and not wavering back and forth.
Yes, we don't want waffling.
So yeah, and then canceling the Halo movie, and then coming back and saying it's not canceled and delayed, I think was just the stupidest move they could have done to date. But that's my opinion. I wouldn't put it past them to do something stupid again.
Okay, so let me throw one out at you guys and see.
Throw it to PK, because I've talked enough.
Okay, PK. If an arcade game showed up that was a puzzle game, I don't know, kind of Bejeweled-like or something.
Wait, what?
That was it's a Halo game where if you remember from the books, Cortana is often like hacking into other computer systems and stuff. And so what if they branded it as a Halo game where Cortana is hacking other systems or something, and you're doing that?
I would not touch it.
See that go by the government. Teaching kids how to hack. Hacking is cool and fun.
It is, though.
Well, it's not
As
legal,
we
that's for sure.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
you were PK.
So
Yeah. Yeah, like a game like that would just be an awful gimmick, and I really don't think that'll actually sell just because people know it's a gimmick. I mean, I think when people say the Halo brand name, they take it seriously and respect it. I don't think just because it's Halo on it, everyone will jump on it.
right. But didn't someone just say that the Echo shirts are sold out?
Yeah, but that's probably most of the MLG types. They're the idiots.
Or the little kids that are underage and should not be playing Halo.
Oh yeah, them too.
Spending $30 of their parents' hard-earned money on a shirt.
Yeah, I like Duststorm.
I haven't bought one of those shirts.
Okay. So let's see here. But Bungie pulled a sneak attack by making Halo Reach. Or by Make Halo Reach.
Pull the sneak attack.
A Halo game that has nothing to do with Master Chief. I don't think we know that.
Yeah. I'm still questionable about that because Master Chief was around at the time of Reach.
Yes.
Well, if you remember in the trailer, a different Spartan comes over the comms.
Well, remember
True.
there were tons of Spartans back then, and there were
Right.
tons of groups of Spartans. So
But I doubt you'll be controlling more than one Spartan. That just kind of messes up character development.
Well, in the little silhouette that is on the current logo, whatever the final logo is going to be, who knows? But the current logo is 5 Spartans, all
Yeah.
in different looking outfits and holding different weapons.
I mean,
You
that
know,
could
there's
just
like
be
a
that's
skinnier one
odd.
that looks kind of female, and there's a big hulking guy in the middle with a battle rifle, you know, and there's a big hulking guy on the left with a turret. So could it be that you're controlling more guys, or do you think it's going to be class-based? Or
I want to see this logo real quick. I want to see if
yeah, go over to the Reach page and
it sparks any...
I think if anything,
Yeah,
that's just
there's-
like squad.
Wait. For some reason, that seems very similar to the squad Master Chief's in, because you have Kelly the Sniper,
mm-hmm,
and you have the other girl that runs fast. That would explain
Mhm.
the very skinny and short.
mm-hmm.
And
Keep going.
I can't remember the other two.
Yeah, I can't either.
The only other two that stuck out were both the girls.
I only remember the females in body armor.
Yeah, that's so bad. So bad.
No, I can't remember the 2 guys' names. I just can't.
One of them was like their best friend. Can't remember his name.
Mm-hmm.
He died.
That's right. I need to go back and reread it.
I know.
Hopefully I
But
can-
it looks like Master Chief's team. So maybe it's Master Chief and the 4 other Spartans, and I don't know.
yeah.
We just don't know very much.
Hmm.
But as always, Bungie lays out the clues and tries to see what we'll do with it.
Yeah. That strangely seems familiar.
Sam was one.
Sam.
Yes.
What was he? He was he heavy weapons? He was heavy weapons, wasn't he?
I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe. Because the one on the left is like heavy weapons. Possibly.
Possibly. Sounds good to me.
Anyway, back on
Well,
topic.
Didn't? Yeah.
Unless
Go
you have
ahead,
something to say.
PK.
Go ahead.
Oh, in the trailer, didn't the Spartans say like this is a Spartan and a list of numbers?
259.
259. Who is that?
I'd have to go Google.
Find out for us, Dusty. I'm gonna keep going.
Does
Yeah,
it say?
and
There's nothing on Google.
I'll shout something out if I find something.
Okay. So he's talking about how it's a Halo game that has nothing to do with Master Chief. Because of that, 343 needs to find a creative way to put Master Chief into their own storyline. I don't get that either. But if Bungie can keep a steady flow of Halo games, they're not going to. 343 won't be able to make any games. They'll slowly fall apart, and soon Bungie can just buy MC's name, and then they can start making MC games again.
That's not how the corporate world works.
No.
Yeah, Microsoft owns the rights. If Bungie tries to make a game, they just get their pantsuit off.
But I don't know. I still think Halo should stay with Bungie.
Yeah, I agree.
Right. I mean, I agree too. But at the same time, you said, Duststorm, that you're glad they're moving off. You know.
Yeah, but I mean, like Flame Boy.
I would rather have them manage it too. Believe me.
Yeah.
But the one bright point is that it's Frankie O'Connor, who's been with them for years.
Right. I love Frankie.
Yeah. He used to be the guy that was making the Friday updates.
Yeah.
So one can hope that he's going to take care of the property. So yeah, that just won't work. I pretty much have the next 5 years planned out in my head. Nowhere in those years will Dusty get a girlfriend. What?
That makes me
Did
feel
you
a
read
lot
this,
better.
Dusty? And he says,
Actually,
"Ha ha,
it's
just kidding."
girlfriend.
Right. Sorry. Girlfriend.
Oh, great. We can have-
Nowhere in those years will Dusty get a girlfriend. Ha ha, just kidding, buddy. Lancelot will try to legally marry Gary's mod.
I can see that happening.
Oh, good one, sir.
And who cares? Well, shout outs to Dusty, Chuckie, Fishy, Raza, 119, Lancelot for helping me hook up Half-Life and TF2, Slipknot for giving me nightmares, and as always, keep on fragging. You know what? Let's mix things up a bit today. Keep on fragging. Annoying spy checkers who light... What?
This is from TF2.
What's a spy checker?
Finish it and I'll tell you.
Keep on fragging annoying spy checkers
Oh, spy
who
checkers.
light the entire team on fire trying to find the one spy that's already stealing the briefcase. And of course, no one's there to stop him because the spy checker lit us all on fire and we died. Yeah, this actually happened. This is Funny Boy signing out and signing into
Signing.
Steam. Signing into Steam.
Signing.
Peace. I think that's right.
Oh, yes, it is. Never mind. I can't read.
It's close.
I
His other one messed us up.
guess it's a good thing you're reading the short one next. Oh.
Oh. So
Ouch.
what's a spy? So a spy checker is somebody who kills the entire...
No.
No, spies can like disguise themselves as a member of the other team.
Yes.
So basically, teammates usually shoot each other to make because like if you get hit by a enemy fire while you're disguised, it knocks you out of the disguise.
Oh, okay.
No, it
And-
doesn't. You just shoot them and it shows blood.
Okay, then that too.
Oh, so if the person that looks like your team member bleeds, then they're the spy.
Yes.
Okay.
Because by default, and on most servers, friendly fire is turned off.
Okay. So, but apparently somebody was trying to do that with a flamethrower.
Yeah,
Usually spy checkers are,
pyros.
yeah.
Right, but pyros don't have more than a flamethrower, don't they?
It was shotgun.
Yes,
and
but
axe.
their primary weapon is a flamethrower. So, yeah. Usually, there's a YouTube video called Meet the Spy Checker, and you should probably go watch it.
Okay.
It's actually pretty cool.
Is the video made by Valve?
No, it's a fan made, but it's actually done pretty nicely.
Oh, that Meet the Spy video was so awesome.
That was really cool.
Laugh-tacular. Anyways, so Funny Boy is pretty passionate, I think, about this, but he doesn't quite understand how, as PK put it, how the corporate world works. So,
This is true.
Okay,
PK, you want to take the next one?
sure. Stall Me Please wrote in. He said, "Hey guys, it is the official watch stealer of Podtacular. Stall Me Please. I would just like to quickly state that I think that the new 343 Studios is a good thing. It will allow Bungie to grow to do bigger and better things. Keep on fragging Uber Elite Poner for stealing my arm so I can't steal watches."
It's not Bungie. It's MS. Micro suck.
well, he said it will allow Bungie to grow to do bigger things,
I guess that's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
bigger than Halo,
Right.
which would be pretty amazing.
Right.
Call of
right.
Duty's,
In that
gotta
regard,
grow.
yes, it would be much better. But yeah. As far as the Halo thing goes, I think Microsoft's just going to tank it. So, anyway, moving on to Moose0030. He says, Bonjour, French for hello, all of Podtacular land. What?
It's as if we don't know what bonjour means.
Bonjour.
Moose had to tell us what it means.
There may be some people that don't know, actually. You're saying they're stupid?
South Americans. Do they have French down there? Don't think so.
They have Portuguese.
It's not the same.
It's not French.
More like
I'll make
Spanish.
It's like between the two.
You're between the two.
Sorry, I will not interrupt again.
It's okay. It's okay. He goes on to say, this is Moose0030 from the great not so white north, here to bring you some of my great thoughts and opinions. First off, I will start off with the Halo anime, Halo Legends. I think this will help spread Halo word in areas that may not like North American shooters like Japan or Asia. The next big news was that the Halo Chronicles project was canceled, which is good and bad news. It's good because that means that Hollywood can't ruin Halo. The bad is we'll never know what the movie could have been if it could have been the first good video game movie. Some more news is the announcement of Halo Reach will be Bungie's last Halo game. Again, this story has both an upside and downside for the Halo FPS fans, aka all of us. It's bad because it means some other developer like Gearbox will make another FPS, or they will have spread to other genres like Halo Wars did. All I'm saying is Halo Halo Hero, Guitar Hero, or Viva Halo.
Viva Halo.
Viva Pinata. The good news is a new IP for Bungie, which I think will help distinguish themselves as a great developer instead of the Halo guys. It also means another good Bungie franchise. The last piece of news is Halo Waypoint. All I can say is yippee! Actually, I'm not that excited, but I think it will be cool. The only fact that confuses me is why this wasn't announced and confirmed at E3. The only reason I can think of is not enough time at E3. So there you go. Now. Don't have to listen to whoever is reading, which will read whatever I say, applesauce, and Captain
Porpoise.
What?
Keep on fragging the trucks who are transporting Stormy Please and his clones on their way to Duststorm's house, which is used as Nene's headquarters.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
When did Nene get a headquarters? That's what I want.
I don't know, and I didn't know whether it was in my house either. Because I don't even have a house. I have an apartment. It's kind of freaking me out here a little bit.
I didn't know Nene was in Tulsa.
I don't know that either. I haven't seen any pink flashes recently, so that's a good thing. But Ace, since you weren't here for our little discussion before, do you have anything to say about all that?
I don't know.
Yeah, the announcement. We went on a big, or at least I went on a big rant on how I thought the Halo Legends would suck, and that the shirts were kind of pointless.
Yeah, I already know the anime is going to suck. I told you that last week.
Chuckie, I'm not the only one.
It looks like Gundam Heroes with Halo suits. I'm sorry. And I think Chicken Waffle put it best last week. I don't remember Master Chief fighting a gorilla.
Oh yeah.
No, it's a gorilla / rhino.
Wow, that makes it totally more believable.
Rhino?
I just totally...
Brutes are modeled after gorillas and rhinos and a couple other things.
Yeah, they're modeled after them. It doesn't mean they have to be them. Because they're modeled
Okay.
after them doesn't mean that it has to be the equivalent of. They're supposed to be more superior.
I always thought that Microsoft and Nintendo were separate, but apparently Master Chief is fighting Donkey Kong now. I was just kind of
Chuckie.
hoping to see some barrels being thrown, but not gonna happen. So I can't watch Halo Legends.
Yeah.
But there might be a hammer.
Only if it goes not some gravity
I
hammer.
like how we did that at the same time. Oh boy. Well, Ace, you want to take the next one? Rice Snack Roz?
Yeah, I was following along. Let's see. Rice Snack Rock. This is my take. The Halo anime is a stupid idea. They should have continued with the movie itself. It looked good. With the whole different director thing, it just seems weird, and especially with how the animation will look different. Keep on fragging everyone because they must bow down to me, the king of macaws. This is the king going... Okay, Macos. Whatever. This is the king going offline. I'm sorry I do not bow down to you because apparently I can't even pronounce it right, so I'm not allowed in your country.
Oh.
Ew.
Man down under.
But for real though, I mean, if for the whole Halo anime idea, I mean, I don't know if I'd say it's stupid. I just think that there are only a few things you can actually anime-ize. Like I could see like I don't know Castlevania.
I think
Like Castlevania would be an okay anime. I don't know about Mario. Final Fantasy could make a good anime, but a first-person shooter where it's space marines shooting aliens, yeah. No, I don't think that'll work.
Happening.
I'm looking forward to the one that's about the recruitment where the kids get kidnapped.
Okay, now
Yeah,
that could be interesting just to see a visual from like the first Halo Reach book. It'd be neat to see that visualized.
They've actually got little posters of what they're going to look like. So
I don't know. I'll watch it, but I won't be like, OMG, the new one's out. I must cancel all things today. Watch it.
Take a day off work.
Yeah, all right. Sorry, I can't come in. The new Halo Legends is out. He's fighting Punk this week.
Look, it's okay. We let everyone have the day off because Halo Legends is out.
Fine.
I don't think that would happen, but
As for the different director thing, it just makes me think that I don't know how that'll be a good idea. I'm sure it'll look good, but that just means that each episode will not be on a time frame. Because each director is going to be looking at it differently, each animator is going to make it differently, and so it won't be like a monthly thing. It'll be like, it's out now. It's like My Halo Life. We don't have a time scale for ours, and it just sort of comes out. I think that's how the Halo Legends episodes will be. Instead of being like, every month you can expect at least one episode. It'll be like 2 months down the road. Well, Hokujima Kadashi finally decided to release his episode.
Well, at some point in 2010, the DVD's coming out.
Huh.
But between now and then, they're supposed to put them out online. So, who knows?
Yeah.
Who wants to take the last one?
I'll do it.
Sweet.
Yeah, okay. The Slayer Mayor writes in. He says, "Hello, it is the Slayer Mayor. I can't wait for Halo Legends to come out. It seems like it will have a great story behind it. I don't have much to say about Halo Waypoint because it will probably be restricted to gold members on Xbox Live. Halo Reach will be great because it is made by Bungie and Bungie is awesome. Speaking of new announcements, there will be a new series of books called Forerunner Trilogy set to be released in 2010. Lastly, I have a question. Did anyone on the podcast get Halo Hell Jumpers, and what did you think of it?"
I did
No.
not.
I haven't heard of this book.
I haven't heard of it either. I'm kind of interested now myself.
It's a new comic book series.
Oh, comic book.
The comic book? Damn it.
Yeah.
I think Forerunner Trilogy is going to be novels, but
Okay.
Hell Jumpers
Oh.
is comic books.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I was about to say, I knew Helljumpers was comic book. I thought Forerunner Trilogy. I was like, God damn it.
Yeah.
I can't
Sorry.
I can't be in can't be into comic books because you're reading something and then it's just demanding that this is what the character looks like.
No imagination.
I mean, I'm a gamer, and I kind of want to be lazy and have everything spelled out, but I have my own twist on like what each individual Spartan from the books looks like.
Yeah.
And in a comic book, they're like, "This is what he looks like. Look, this is what his color is. Look, this is even what kind of gun he carries." And I was like, "That's not what I think." Yeah, but that's what it is.
Well, next year that may happen in the game.
I feel like an absolute noob when I ask this, though. What is Halo Waypoint? I've heard a lot about it, but I haven't been able to research it.
It's the online service Microsoft's putting on Xbox Live where you can track stats. It'll have Halo videos, Halo podcasts, Halo exclusives.
So it's like Halo Book, like Facebook for Halo?
It'll be built into Xbox Live somehow. It'll be like a Halo portal inside your dashboard.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn. I gotta give props to Bungie then. I mean, think about it. What other...
You mean Microsoft?
Yeah, unfortunately,
No.
this one's Microsoft.
I don't care who it's by. How many game series have gotten that kind of
1 versus
that kind of
100.
big?
PK.
True.
Yeah,
They have their own portal.
but that's a beta, and all it is to let you play it. I'm talking about there's no game series that's basically taking up a whole chunk of the dashboard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, none of the
Would be
Battle
nice.
1943 stuff, none of the, there's no Xbox at all game series that's like, oh, hey, you ever wanted to see more stuff of this? I was thinking even Half-Life would have something like that. That seems like
On the
that's-
Xbox?
Well, I mean, that seems more because think about it, Half-Life 1, 2, Team Fortress 2. I mean, I know they've got Steam, but it's not exactly a small thing.
It
They
is on the
released orange
Xbox.
box.
Well, yeah, that's the Xbox, but I mean, for the PC, it's a well-developed platform.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Steam is Xbox Live for the PC, essentially.
Right.
Portal,
Although I hate it.
Portal is so godly to have its own.
Yeah, I can't think of any, especially Xbox exclusive, game series that would be anywhere near. I mean, Halo made the Xbox, so
Right.
Yeah,
it's a well-deserved spot.
it defined
Definitely.
the Xbox. Yeah, it was the opening title for the Xbox, and it's pretty much the Xbox franchise.
It'll be a closing title, too, at this rate.
No, it's a 10-year platform.
I don't know about this waypoint thing though, because that's gonna detract me from actually playing Halo. They're gonna be like, dude, let's play some multi-team. No, there's this new video.
I'll watch it afterwards.
That's the problem I'm having with a lot of things. I actually like 1 versus 100, but for some reason when I come home, I want to play something else.
Right. I've been playing for the past month.
See, my problem with it is I really only play it on the weekends because they get you because they're like, oh, we're gonna offer prizes, and then you're like, dude, I want to in on that, but you never ever are gonna be in
All
the
right.
mob. You're never gonna be in the mob unless you play it during the week.
Right.
That's how they get
Sucks
you.
because I'm
Yeah.
doing other stuff during
It's
the
a catch-22. They get you both ways.
You want to play? You want to win prizes? You come and play on Saturday. Awesome. Oh, but you got to be in the mob. Well, how do I get in the mob? Play during the rest of the week.
Oh, well, screw that.
And you're never going to get in the top 3 because,
You don't have a modded controller that instantly presses the right answer. Yeah, I know.
Right.
You don't have that one guy that's always near the top. I forget his name. It's been a long time.
There's one guy that's Mad Dog or something.
Yeah,
like that.
that's
He's
him.
always-
Dog.
That effort's always on the top.
Yeah, yes. Mad
like he's got
Dog 1, 2,
Wikipedia.
3.
He knows his
It's like he's
trivia.
got Wikipedia on speed.
Oh boy.
Pretty much.
Well, unless you guys have anything else to say, it's probably a good time to go ahead and wrap things up. So, without further ado, send in your comments, questions, and submissions to podtacular@gmail.com.
Exclamation.
What? What'd you say?
Ace.
Nobody has said anything.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'll continue. Your submissions are what makes the show what it is, so be sure to submit. Keep an eye on Podtacular for an invitation to send submissions in for not next week's show, but the show afterward. Because next week is episode 200!
OMG.
Episode 200. It's going to be
Definitely looking forward to that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, that's going to be very, very soon, and it's not technically our 4th anniversary. That was a week ago. That was last podcast, but it's basically going to be our 204th anniversary celebration.
So, when this show comes out, will people still have a chance to submit stuff for 200?
We're not doing any submissions for 200.
Okay.
Basically, what 200 is going to be is kind of like a recap of Halo, the Halo universe, the Halo franchise, and then we're going to go into kind of how Podtacular started and the whole history behind Podtacular.
Nice.
It's basically like those ego slideshows you show during like high school anniversaries.
Yeah, and if we get a very special guest on, we'll have another viewpoint of the Halo universe, but that's still up in the air.
Is there anyone else who's as old as me besides G. Lewis? on the website, that is, in history.
I mean, he's just a year older than me, so.
I mean on the website age, like years they've been in Podtacular. Not like age.
That's actually going to be on the show?
I mean, just in general. All I can think of is G. Lewis.
Who else? Clutch came back.
Right, yeah, Clutch.
Queso Man, Scope.
Oh yeah, Queso Man.
Scope. Yeah, there are a couple other people I can't remember right off the top of my head. But we've gotten a few the older members back, which is actually pretty interesting.
Yeah, cool.
It's like
Renegade's still around.
Yeah, Renegade's there.
Yeah, he came around the same time as me. I remember back on the blog spot, he was called Nick of Time.
Right.
Nice.
Not that I was there, but I've heard the name.
Yeah.
So you can call our listener voicemail at 206-888-HALO. That's HALO. And leave a Halo-related message. We play these back regularly on the Call-ins and Tales from the Foxhole show. It's been a lot of fun to do. Make sure to call in for episode 200 coming in 1 week. So we are doing call-ins, is that correct?
Yes, there will be a small segment for call-ins.
Oh, small. So they should keep it short. Say congrats or something. And
Damn it.
There'll be a couple of small segments where we might play 2 or 3 voicemails.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Note to self.
Call the listener voicemail for your chance to be on the show.
Should be sure to check out the website, podtacular.com, and while you're there, check out the forums. There are many regular Halo events you can get involved with and meet some cool fellow gamers. If you want to get involved in the community, check out the Podtacular professional and recreational clans, the PC clan, community staffed events, and much more.
Yeah.
Thanks to everyone that contributes to Podtacular by dedicating time to lead events, working on the site to keep it up and running, helping out with the bills by donating through PayPal, following us on Twitter and Facebook, or subscribing to the show on iTunes and Zune Marketplace.
Yeah. Check out the other shows on the GamerCast Network: Gamertag Radio, Uncle Gamer, Sarcastic Gamer, Achievement Junkie, the GCN Video Game Show, Retroforce, Podtoid, Podcastle, JVV's show Post Game Report at talkingaboutgames.com, and Destructoid.
Oh, I wanted to tell you that, Storm. I've been talking with the other guys, Chicken and Jack, and as soon as we can get some groundwork for it, we are going to do our own podcast.
Nice. Very nice. You'll have to let us know when you release it so we can mirror it on our site. That'd be pretty sweet.
Probably have to wait 6 hours for it to download because it'll be a 10-hour podcast, but that's...
And I'm sure it will not delay the production of your Machinima episodes at all.
Yeah. Tell Chicken to get on that.
Is.
Tell Chicken to get on that.
We're all a bunch of lazy bums. I know it sucks. But we don't have we'd be able to do better if it wasn't just two people who had capture cards. No one wants to join and offer help. They're all like, "Can I be a part of My Halo Life?" We're like, "Sure. What do you want to do?" "Oh, I was just kind of hoping that being here would instantly get my submission on video."
I could help out. I have the same capture card as Chicken does now, so I can capture video or stand in for y'all. So
We can give you the Machinima part, and we'll just make Chicken constantly take videos. Another huge part is the fact that we get we talk and brag about it and everything, but you don't see the dark, seedy side of having to go through 500 different submissions.
Yeah. I mean, it takes a lot of time.
Having to download a clip, look at it.
Yeah, and then figure out if it's good, and then record it. So, speaking of which, I'm going to make a similar announcement on episode 200 to a new Machinima series. Unfortunately, I won't have the trailer done for it around that time. It'll probably come out a few episodes later. But I will be making an announcement for something.
Something very, very secret.
Yes, in episode 200. So, you guys have anything else to say before we wrap up?
Well, what else is going on in episode 200 that you can tell us?
Something that I can tell you. Well, the old hosts are going to be on, Fumo, Jive, and
Splee Cheeks?
Spleek Cheeks, we haven't heard much back from. Not sure, but Fumo, Jive, and JVB are definitely going to be on the show. G. Lewis will hopefully be on the show if he decides to show up, unlike he did for this podcast.
Come back, G. Lewis.
We may have a couple other special guests come on, and might have one very, very, very special guest, and I will give a hint.
His name is Painkiller.
I will give a hint that his name has been recently posted about in our forums. That's the only hint I'm going to give.
Tollbooth Willie.
And he may or may not be coming on the show.
Yeah.
At this point, we're not sure. But, yeah. What else? Pay close attention to Twitter for the next couple of days, as there will be a big announcement coming very, very soon. Especially on the 5th day. So, pay attention to that.
God. And on the 5th day, there was a giant post on Twitter.
Or in some instances, the 6th day, if you think about it. But if you can figure out what that means, by all means, more power to you.
So that would be twitter.com/podtacular?
Yes, that would be correct.
Follow that sucker. I did.
That's all the announcements I have for now. More announcements will be made later on the forums and Twitter. So just keep an eye out for those. That's about it. That's all
So
I can really say at the moment.
Pay attention.
Yes, pay much attention. And
Too cheap.
you may be fortunate to catch a glimpse of what's to come.
Oh,
I like
how
glimpses.
nice of you. I don't know. I'm just listening to this, and you make it sound like you are holier than thy. You will give us a look at the 10 Commandments if we are able to figure out your secret code.
Well,
Yeah,
that's pretty much
like that.
Yeah, I was about to say it's pretty much the case.
That's what Bungie does every time they make a new game.
Who are you? Not Bungie.
It's like
You're like sitting up there. I am Duststorm, and I have been transfigured.
I am God. Wah!
not.
Did you tell Ace about virtuous postulate?
No, I haven't.
Ah,
We'll save that for after the show.
offline.
Offline. So
That's never a good sign.
until next time, which will be episode 200, I am Duststorm.
I'm ChuckieJ.
I'm Painkiller 05.
And I'm AceofSpadesCard.
And we'll see you guys very, very soon.
Keep on fragging trucks.
There's only one thing left to say.
This week on the GamerCast Network. This is the end of Podcastular as you know it. Join Jim, Lauren, and Wardrock for what may be the final podcast ever, or something. Episode 40 will be 100% listener questions and rubbish. Only on Destructoid, actually. The whole crew is once again together for episode 63 of Sarcastic Gamer Blue. They discuss Ubisoft's plans for 3D gaming and why you likely won't be enjoying it, Little Big Planet getting new creation tools, and threatening national security with your PSP. This week on Podtacular, the crew tackles all the Halo news that has come out in the past couple weeks. Listen to hear about the good, the bad, and the frags. This week's Podtoid will be a 100% listener question-based episode. Discover the community that brings you all these great podcasts and more at GamerCastNetwork.com.